The simpler my life is, the easier it becomes. The more complicated the world gets, the more I crave the ease of a simple life. Simplicity is the essence of happiness for me, yet it is harder to achieve than the complex. The more I cleared away the background noise of things I didn't want, my life became easier and more enjoyable. Simplifying my life begins with my internal perspective. If you're looking to simplifying your life, I hope these tips work as well for you as they have for me. By scrubbing away the complex layers of life, I get down to what's really important. For me, it's health, my relationships with my husband and kids, being close to the beauty in nature, and having time to nourish my spirit. These are all the factors that affect the quality of my life. Simplicity is all about knowing what is most important and focusing on those few things. When I'm unclear about what I value, life seems to pull me in all directions. I try to do everything regardless if I value it or not. Attempting to do everything without boundaries or limits makes my life extremely complicated and busy. Living an uncomplicated, simple, low-stress life is something that is very important to me. Mindfully aligning my actions with the things I value makes my life easier and more simple. Before I started living minimally, it seemed like I was in a constant state of wanting more things. I would then work harder and longer to obtain more items, leaving me feeling stressed. Because I wasn't content with what I had, I wanted even more. I was on a continual loop of wanting, working more, being overwhelmed, and ending up exhausted. I found that when I cut back on the consumer noise in my life, everything became simple. I became satisfied with what I had, and I was grateful for it. And this took the pressure off of my husband and myself to work more hours in order to accumulate more things. I could just relax and be present. By doing less, I can experience more. Rushing around from one thing to another, trying to squeeze in as much as I can into every hour, is a life filled with doing. While I'm busy doing this and that, I'm too distracted to notice the beautiful life around me. Now I don't overschedule myself, but rather leave as much free time as possible. Life is in the little moments, And if I'm rushing, I miss them. By slowing down and leaving space to just enjoy life, I'm happier. Making open time as much of a priority as I make work. It is in these slower times of the day I enjoy simple tasks and notice the beauty around me. I have deep conversations, and I'm connected and grounded. Life has a natural rhythm. Mother Nature doesn't try to force the flowers to bloom, the snow to melt, or the bees to pollinate. Yet, everything gets done. By going with the flow, I don't force things. I let them happen as they naturally would. When I try to force an outcome, it usually backfires and makes things a bigger mess than if I would have just merely allowed things to fall into place naturally. Instead of attempting to force things swimming upstream, which is exhausting and I don't go very far, I allow life to carry me on its current, down its path. Life is far more enjoyable when I stop trying to control the outcomes of life and simply enjoy the journey. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. It takes a lot of energy, time, and effort to hold on. When I hold on to what once was, or I dwell on the past, I make myself miserable. Sometimes it's not an event I'm grasping, but an old way of thinking that no longer serves me. The world is in a constant state of change. It's unrealistic of me to expect permanence. Cementing myself to what is today will not prevent change from occurring, but it makes it impossible for me to grow, learn, or embrace life. When my hands are closed tightly around the past or to an old way of thinking, I'm unable to experience new things and have new ideas. By letting go of the things that no longer serve me, I make room for the adventures on the horizon. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you get as much value from these tips as I have had in my life. Have a beautiful day, my friends.